My name is Bethany, and I have been a Bible Baptist since K-5, so that's about 12 and a half years. And I'm going to start out with a knock-knock joke, and I think you all know how those work. I say knock-knock, you say who's there. Knock-knock, who's there? Okay, knock-knock. Who's there? Control freak. Now, this is the part where you say control freak who. Okay, so all jokes aside, being in control has played a big part in, it was a big part in my testimony. I was about 4 or 5, and my sister asked if I wanted to be saved, and I said, sure, why not? You know, everyone else was getting saved, so I did it too, but I don't really know if I really understood it. And up until I was about 10 years old, I had doubts, and I wasn't sure at all. And then one night we had revival here, and Tom Farrell came and preached, and he preached about hell, and it really scared me, but I was so shy. I didn't want to get in front of church. Like, they thought I was saved. I didn't want to, you know, I don't like getting in front of people, so I didn't do anything about it. But the next Sunday, I was walking with my friend Hannah, and she was talking about her littlest pet shop. I remember that specifically, and I was just preoccupied with something else. I couldn't focus on what she was saying. I was so scared, like, I was about to cry, my throat was tight, and I'm sure my face was pale. And Miss Sherry Carter, I was walking and I saw her, and she's like, what's wrong, Bethany? And I said, I don't know if I'm saved. And she said, well, do you want me to take you to Pastor Bland? I said, yeah. And so she took me to Pastor Bland, and he took me through the plan of salvation. And of course I'd heard that my whole life, so I knew the plan of salvation, but I didn't know if I had really meant it when I was little. Like, did I do it just because my sister asked me to, or did I understand it? Did I mean it? And he took me. He just explained that it isn't about the prayer. It's about God's grace in our life. And Ephesians 2:8-9 says, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of your works. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. And that just reminded me, it's nothing I can do. God is the one that gives us salvation. And so I prayed and just as affirmation that I did understand and that I accepted Christ in my heart. Even though the prayer doesn't save you, it's just letting people know that you do understand what is going on in your heart. And through God's grace, He's leading me to Bob Jones University, and I will be majoring in elementary education because I love working with kids, and I just love it. And throughout my years of education here at BBCS, there's been so many people that have invested so much time and energy, and I just wanted to thank, first of all, my parents for all they've put up with, my mom for being the encourager when I would get depressed or get really overwhelmed with schoolwork. She'd be like, make a list, just do this, don't get overwhelmed with all your schoolwork. And my dad for pushing me and just really wanting me to do my best. And I also want to thank all the teachers here for all that they have put in. I mean, 7th grade was pretty rough. So Mrs. Larson, she had to deal with us for 3 classes, and if you think we're bad now, you should have seen us in 7th grade. So she was a strong woman. Anyways, and I also want to thank Mr. Henry. Like that one year, we had to make up like 5 or 6 tests because they were so bad. But just the fact that he wanted us to learn, and he wasn't just willing to just get us through the class, he really wanted us to understand what he was teaching us. And just all the other teachers. And I also want to thank coaches for all the time. Like, sports is a big part of my life. I love sports, if any of you know me. And they instilled the love for sports in me, along with a love for God. Like, they didn't just teach me sports, they taught me, like, we had devotions, we would have different things, and it wasn't about sports, it was about how we can grow as a Christian, how we can grow as a team, and that was really an encouragement to me. And I want to specifically thank Coach and Ms. Rossiter as our sponsors. Just they've been a huge part of my life, and just a big, like a great role model, both of them. Like, Coach has been my coach, Bible teacher, youth pastor, and sponsor, and it's just been great. And Miss Rosser, she's like the most godly, one of the most godly women I know, and she's such a servant, and she's such a great example to me, and I look up to her so much. So I want to thank them for all that they do. And lastly, but not leastly, I would like to thank my classmates for all the fun memories and times and we've been able to go through. We seem to just get twins, so we've had some interesting twins that we've made memories with. From Piggy, that's the people who were here in first grade know that. And, Mrs. Clapp, I didn't mean to. And just all those memories, and then even the senior trip was a blast with the interesting people on the subway, and just too many memories that I can't even go through them right now, but it's just been, I've had such a blast with this class, past classes, I mean, even people who have left. I've had so much fun, and I love you guys so much. I'm going to miss you next year, and I just hope that you guys continue in God's will. And I want to end with my life verse. It's 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.